There's something to be said about the views of this 55-acre Douglas County farm.
I love being out there, and you can be out there for as long as you want.
Views that give high school junior Evan Spond
I kind of just get a sense of calmness and relief.
Peace.
It kind of helps you work through those emotions, I'd say, and it just gives you a sense of confidence.
I talked to Evan at his home about his experience every week at the farm. He suffers from PTSD.
Coming up on 4 years now, so in May it'll be 4 years.
After he survived the STEM high school shooting in Highlands Ranch in 2019.
So on May 7th, 2019, a shooter at my school opened fire to a classroom right across the hallway from mine. And he shot and killed one kid who was trying to run and protect everybody else. There was one person in my class who got shot through the wall. In the moment, I kind of didn't know what to think. I was pretty much frozen, but looking back, it was a really hard experience for me.
For Evan, Skyview Farm is helping him cope.
I feel like with PTSD, it's easy to always have, I guess, a ton of thoughts running through your mind at the same time, and just being out there kind of soothes those thoughts.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Skyview Farm.
Thoughts.
I'm Miss Wendy, and I'm super excited to have you guys out here.
Wendy Ingraham is trying to help Douglas County teens cope with.
I have a daughter that's now 14, and as I kind of digged a little more into suicide and mental health, depression, anxiety, I learned that Douglas County has one of the highest rates of attempted suicide in the country. Today you will see that we have a group of kids from DC Oaks High School.
Ingram owns and manages the farm with her husband.
You guys are going to design a playground and build it today.
And opens their land to schools in the area to help with their mental health through animal therapy.
We have Piper and Lulu. Come here, Pipey. Come here, Lulu. So we have our dogs. We have Goliath here. We have Fabio. So we have, at any given time, 49 horses. We have chickens, we have ducks. We'd like to rescue animals from the Dumb Friends League and, give them a nice place to live.
It's a mission she says she was compelled to do, so she started the Robin's Nest Foundation.
It was a concept brought on 3.5, 4 years ago from 3 of my friends committing suicide in 3 months. Hey, Ben.
Ingram shares her farm with other mental health resources, Mustard Seed Ranch and the Aspen Effect, to make mental health help more accessible. She believes a human connection with animals does something for the soul.
They feed you with love and compassion and their understanding, sometimes more so than the human.
They're the most honest animals I know, and I think that's why they're so powerful in this work.
Mallory Nicholas is a therapist and the program director for Mustard Seed Ranch. She says she's seeing a rise in numbers of mental health cases.
We've been seeing it for a long time, and I think since COVID, just the isolation and that lack of connection has made it much more pronounced. And I think that that's something we all need to recognize and make it, a comfortable space for us to talk about it, and finding other outlets that might work or get through to a kid.
Nicholas says the connection with horses provides honest biofeedback.
If I have a kiddo that's a little bit disengaged, even Bandit here, who's the most loving, caring horse, he's going to disengage. And then that provides a space for us to talk about what's going on.
There's definitely been some struggles, but I'm learning to overcome them, and being at the ranch kind of helps me just be out without noise, just in the open.
Feedback from stories like Evan's is what keeps Ingram on her mission.
It's a lot of work out here, a lot of hardship, a lot of doubt sometimes, if financially, because it's expensive to keep up animals in a farm. But when you hear stories like that, nothing in the world stops you.
It's that feeling of calm that's helping teens like Evan.
There's always ups and downs, but I think in the end it kind of taught me to have more empathy for people.
That makes this farm a much needed break.
Looking at the future could be scary for some people, but I'd say my experience with going to the ranch, it kind of helps you ease those thoughts and just cool off.
For 9 News,
And it gives you that kind of sense of relief, and you just have more time and space to just think alone.
I'm Byron Reed.